Kia ora. Today's recipe is going to be a red lentil and pumpkin curry with some roasted tofu cubes. So the advantage of using red lentils is we're going to get all that fiber and that complex carbohydrate. When you cook them, they go yellow and they kind of dissolve, as will the pumpkin, and it's almost disguised, just like a stew with some chunks of chewy tofu and some yummy curry creaminess, served on rice or couscous or whatever you want to have. We need to get this pumpkin in the oven and the tofu in the oven straight away. So any kind of pumpkin will be fine for this. If you're not very confident cutting pumpkin, get someone to help you, because that's the most dangerous part. Scoop out the seeds. We're just going to dice it up, quite small cubes, because we kind of want them to dissolve into the finished curry. Even size, so they all cook at the same time. My chopped pumpkin is going in a large mixing bowl. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil, season, pinch of salt, put on a lined baking tray, and in the oven somewhere around 180, 190 for around 20 minutes until that's soft and delicious. Okay, onto the tofu. It's in water, so we're going to open it in the sink. We have firm tofu. Oopsies. I usually give it a little rinse. I'm going to give it a little drizzle of olive oil, and my go-to seasonings is a good pinch of salt, because tofu has no flavoring or seasoning of its own. Good pinch of good vegetable stock powder, that's Rapunzel, and you can also put some paprika, either smoked or plain as you like. Now we mix it through. The approach we're taking is, if each component is seasoned and tasty on its own, it'll be nice when we put it all together. Tofu is seasoned, and we're going to roast this up until it's golden and a bit chewy, because we want some texture in the curry. We don't want mushy, squidgy tofu in this case, because it will get softer in the curry. We want to roast this up quite well. I'm going to turn the fan on so it cooks both evenly at the same time. We're going to cook 1 cup of lentils in 2 cups of water with 2 teaspoons of stock powder. It's just starting to boil. We'll go down to a lower setting. And I'm just going to put the lid half on so we don't lose too much in evaporation. For our curry, we need 2 medium to large onions, 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, and 2 thumb-sized pieces of ginger. just been a few minutes. You can see they've gone yellow, they've gone soft, kind of mushed a bit. Turn it right down low, give it a couple more minutes. Our red lentils look done. If you keep cooking, they will stick to the bottom, so that's a good sign to turn it off. Put the lid on and it can sit till we need it. That's how the pumpkin looks after 20 minutes. It's pretty soft. I think it could just take 5 more minutes. That's how the tofu is looking after 20 minutes. That would be delicious to eat just like that. And normally that's how I would cook it, that much. But because it's going to go into a curry that's wet, and that's going to make it go a bit softer, I'm going to slightly almost over bake it to dry it out. But you can just see that's dry on the edge. I want a bit more of those drier edges. We also need 2 cans of tomatoes and around 500 mils of coconut milk or cream. Here's our pan heating up our ingredients in the order we need them. Some olive oil, onions, garlic, ginger, our ground spices, 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of coconut cream, and then our cooked red lentil mixture. Cook these until they're soft, translucent or clear, and looking really yum. Okay, that's looking cooked. Spices are going in. Once those spices have toasted a few minutes and they look like they're sticking to the bottom of your pan and in danger of burning, put in your tomatoes. Going straight in with the coconut cream. Now we're going to put our lentils in. And now the pumpkin's looking good. And the tofu looking pretty good. Give it just 2 more minutes. You can choose how much pumpkin you want to put in. If I let this cook for a while, it'll break down into the curry. We need 1 teaspoon of salt. That needs another ½ teaspoon. So we're going to let that simmer away for around 10 minutes. We're not going to put the tofu in till the very end, because once you put your nice crispy tofu in there, it's going to start getting a little soggier. So we put that the last that we can. There's the finished tofu, looking crispy and yum, delicious like that. That is delicious on rice or on couscous or with naan bread. So today I'm just going to eat this with a bit of yogurt. There's some soy yogurt, some cherry tomatoes, and a bit of avocado. Time to try. I'm starving and it smells amazing. I'm having lunch. See you later.